Hey members, welcome to this lymphatic flow mindful movement. So today we're going to be all based on the floor. We're going to be using some gentle self-massage, some deep breathing, a little bit of pumping our muscles just to get that lymph flowing. Also using gravity, so you can either use a chair or a wall, something where you can put your feet up, and then some relaxation at the end as well. So I really hope you enjoy this one. We're going to start in a comfortable seat, so sit absolutely however you like. And just be in a place where you can get really, really comfortable and at ease. And maybe placing one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart. Without trying to change it just yet, just give yourself this moment to feel into your breath. Connecting with that subtle flow of breath. And see if we can start to sense the more subtle flow of water in our body. Noticing anywhere that feels maybe free-flowing, other spaces where there's maybe pools or stagnancy. And then let's start to introduce a deeper breath in through the nose, down to your bottom hand, and then into the chest. And as you exhale, empty the chest. Slightly pull navel to spine. With each exhale, see if we can find a little more ease. And maybe setting an intention to approach this practice with kindness and curiosity. Beautiful. Releasing your hands down. When you're ready, blink your eyes open. We're going to start at the bottom today. So you can lean back into your hands if you want, or on your forearms. You can even use a bolster if you want. We're just going to start at the toes. So you're going to scrunch your toes and then spread them out. So scrunch and spread. So just using that pumping movement. Lovely. Wonderful. Give those toes a bit of a relax, and then let's roll out the ankles. Now it doesn't need to be like the biggest rolls, just any sort of movement through the joints is going to help your flow of lymph. So you can make it really easy today. Lovely. Circling the opposite way. Also, if it gets too much on your wrists, it's nice to either to have blocks or a bolster you can relax onto. Lovely. Okay, let's move this into a point and flex. So point in, just feel that nice stretch across the top of your toes, and flex. Lovely, good. From here, relax the feet, just give them a little shake out. This is really gentle, it's not really like core stuff, it's just to find that little bit of help from gravity. You're going to pick up one leg, lower, and then the other. And just going to alternate from side to side. You can go bent knees, it makes it a little easier through the hip flexors and the core as well. And you might just start to feel that change of energy, or like water flow down from the feet, just a little bit further down. Nice. Let's pick up one leg and just hold it just for a few moments. And then slowly lower it down. And then pick up the other. Hold. And then slowly bring it down. Perfect. Let's all bend our knees, and we're going to swipe the knees from side to side, as much or as little as you want. Wonderful, good. Just starting to lubricate through the hips as much as you can. And then let's find an all fours position from here. So for anyone with sensitive wrists, maybe come onto your knuckles as if you were like kind of punching the floor. That might be an option. And we're just going to begin to roll through a cat-cow motion. So inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Nice. Take that in your own time. Thinking about the little spongy discs in between each vertebrae that are filled with fluid. Lovely. And then maybe finding just a little bit of an intuitive movement here. So whatever floats your boat, circles, forwards and back, side to side. Wonderful. Let's come back to all fours, no rush. We're going to stretch out the armpits just a little bit. So you're going to walk your hands over to the left and then slide your right hand forwards and then sink down. So you feel a stretch through your right armpit, right shoulder. Good, sliding that hand back. Walk your hands all the way over to the right. And then slide your left hand away, bowing down. Breathing into your left armpit. Nice big deep breaths into your belly. Perfect. Slide that hand back. Come back through center. We're going to find puppy pose. So the wider the hands, the little more accessible it is. The narrower, the little more challenging it is. So you can try whatever feels best for you today. You're going to drop your chin or your forehead down towards the mat. So we're opening up through the chest, but see if you can really concentrate on big belly breaths. Wonderful, good. From here, let's walk our hands back underneath our shoulders and then round through the back just to counterpose that. Good, come into a neutral spine. You can either go on your forearms or just stay on your hands. You're going to come into your down dog. So for anyone whose wrists aren't really happy today, definitely choose the forearm option. otherwise into your down dog, and just begin to feel out your down dog, maybe dropping the heels, swaying the hips. As always, down dog is yours to play with. There's always something new to be found every time we take a pose that we do quite a lot. Wonderful. Okay, from here we're going to pick up the right leg, bend the knee, and you're going to allow that hip to open out. And then from here, you decide the intensity. You're going to straighten the leg and then bend it. So pumping from the knee. So bend, use gravity, and straighten. Bend, straighten. You don't have to do it many times. You're just going to feel a little more flow, a little more warmth. You got it. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to step our right foot on the outside of our right hand. You can drop the left knee down if you want to do it. If you're feeling a little bit tired, that's okay. Good, and then just begin to explore into that right hip. So maybe it's circles, maybe it's a rocking. Maybe have a play with where your right toes are pointing. They might be all the way out to the side or pointing directly forwards. Lovely, really nice. Okay, from here, we're going to step our right foot back, so the toes are on the mat. Let's come onto the left forearm, and then that right leg lifts up. So our hips are slightly turned to the right. The foot is higher than the hip if you can. And then we're going to begin to bend that knee and straighten once more. So bend and straighten. Wonderful, good. And then straighten, holding it up. Just a couple of breaths here. Beautiful, and then slowly lower down. Come back to all fours. Once again, finding downward dog or dolphin with the forearms if the wrists aren't too happy. Gorgeous, good. Left leg lifts now. Bend the knee, open out the hip, and using gravity, bend and straighten. It doesn't have to be like perfect Pilates or kind of like bar situation. You can let it be kind of floppy and easy. The lymphatic system won't mind. Beautiful. Good, and then when you're ready, you're going to step that left foot on the outside of your left hand. You can drop that bottom knee down first if you want. Good, and then just begin to explore into that hip. Bring some awareness into that left hip now. Gorgeous, keep breathing. Wonderful. You're going to slide that left foot all the way back. Come onto your right forearm. And then as you pick up the left foot, turn your hips slightly to the side. Wonderful. Let's bend the knee and straighten in your own pace. Nice. Wonderful. Let's keep that foot up. Beautiful. And then slowly lower it down. Transition back to all fours. And then we're just going to take a rocking motion. So whatever feels good back bend wise, so sending the hips forwards as much as you please, opening up the belly and the chest and rocking back. Maybe all the way to child's pose, maybe just to all fours. Nice, breathing down the front line of the body. Really nice, everyone. Good. And then maybe sitting all the way back onto your heels. If this is a comfortable seated position for you, awesome. If not, you can come to cross-legged or whatever feels good. We're going to do a little bit on the face and the neck. So we're going to start by just using our 2 first fingers, bringing them to the corners of your nose, and you're going to light pressure, circle outwards. So this is good for your sinuses. Wonderful. Okay, from here gently, very strokey, you're going to go from your nose all the way to your ears, or the top of your ears. I forgot to take my makeup off before this one, so. Nice. Good. When you get to your ears, you're just going to have a little wiggle. Wonderful. Okay, then from here you're going to make a peace finger, and you're going to go 1 finger in front of the ear and then 1 finger behind, and you're just going to move up and down. You can use a little more pressure here. If you are feeling a bit under the weather, you might feel kind of sore around this area, so just go lightly. See if you can unclench your jaw, maybe take a little swallow, relax the tongue. Wonderful, good. And then releasing from that, just letting your ear drop down one way. If anyone wants any more, you can use your hand with light pressure, stretching out that side. Good, release, chin to chest, over to the opposite side, maybe using a hand. Good, and release, chin to chest. Let's take some gentle circles with the nose. Wonderful, and then the other way. Wonderful, good. Bringing that to a stop. A little bit more for our neck. So you're going to use your hands on the back of your neck, kind of where your skull meets your spine. So right at the back of your neck, you can feel like some muscles there. And you're just going to begin to stroke down and then pull forward and then to the center of your, sorry, on the microphone there, to your collarbone. So it's a down and around motion. It's like at the base of your throat. And if it feels good for your muscles here, you might want to just really lean into it. Beautiful. Next time you finish up just at the base of your throat, you're going to release from that. We're going to come onto our side, so you might want a pillow It's just, we could do it sat, but I think it's just a little bit more comfy and kind of chill. So using your hand or using a pillow. With the top arm, we're just going to bring that arm up and just relax your fingers. And if you want to, you might make gentle circles through the wrists. Maybe you start to feel a warmth kind of travel down towards the armpits. Wonderful. Bring into that to a stop and just let your arm float. Barely any effort. Just feeling your bones stack on top of one another. Wonderful, good. Really slowly, we're going to take that arm overhead, slightly bending at the elbow, and just let it drape overhead, just behind your head, maybe, or on the side of your head. Wonderful, good. And then slowly releasing that hand just in front of you. And we're going to roll to the other side, so you can just roll to the other side or have a swivel, whatever's easier. And then other side, arm comes up, just let it kind of float, just feeling your forearm stack over your upper arm muscle, and then rotating through the wrist. Doesn't need to be big, elaborate, meaningful circles, just gentle movement. Wonderful, then just bringing that to a stop and just letting it float. Good, slowly taking that arm overhead, just relaxing the elbow, relax your fingers. And then just letting the arm fall down in front. And we're going to come back up to seated in whatever seat works for you. This next one might feel a little bit tender, so go easy on yourself. You're going to use your thumbs, you're going to bring them into your armpits. So this is where it might feel a bit tender. And then you're going to begin to circle the elbows. So it doesn't really matter how big the circle is, it's more about getting that pressure through the armpit. Lovely, circling the opposite way. Really nice, good. And then when you're ready, releasing from that, give those shoulders a bit of a roll if you need to have a wriggle. Those armpits might feel a bit tender. Okay, the next one, we're going to move a little further down towards the groin. So we're going to bring the feet together. And then just begin to butterfly through the knees. Again, just let gravity do its thing mostly. Find a bit of momentum. Lovely, good. And then let's bring that to a stop. We're going to turn it into a bit of a back bend. So you can either just rest your hands back, lift your chest. You can come to your forearms and lift your chest. If you've got a convenient prop, that might be really nice. But either way, you're lifting your chest up, breathing deeply into your belly. Lovely. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale. And then we're going to come up onto our hands. And we're going to turn this into a bit of a twist. So bring your left knee on top of your right. And then your left hand is going to reach behind and maybe grab for your forearm or your wrist. A gentle pull, a gentle twist. Breathe here. Wonderful. And then unravel. So that left hand comes behind you. We open up the hips. The right knee comes on top of the left and the right hand comes behind, grabs for your forearm. Gentle pull. What do you find? Wonderful, good. Coming back through center, soles of the feet together, knees wide. And then we're going to forward fold from here. So you might just want to drape yourself forwards. If you've got a bolster or pillows that you like to use in this pose, you want to breathe into those inner thighs, into the groin. Okay, let's take a nice big breath in. Long breath out. And then slowly ease yourself out, no rush. Whatever feels intuitively good to release from that. So if you want to straighten your legs, if you want to swipe them or knock them together, absolutely up to you. So this next one is going to be on our back. So if you are pregnant, maybe just make sure that you've got a little bit of elevation. Otherwise, you can do it flat on your back, no probs. You're going to lie back. You're going to keep the knees bent. And then when you're ready, you're going to take your right foot up towards the sky. Doesn't have to be straight. And we're just going to start by bending the knee, straightening, bending and straightening. Good. And then bringing that to a stop, we're going to take the knee, we're going to hug it towards our right hand side. So we're starting to get into that right inner thigh groin. So almost like you're really pulling it out to the side. And then let your left knee fall to the left just to help counterbalance you. Beautiful. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right foot down, bring the left foot back down. And we'll do it on the other side. So your left leg comes up and a gentle bend and straighten. So you can just let the foot fall and then lift, fall and lift. So gravity is really going to help us out, that gentle pumping of the muscles. It's just going to be that extra little boost. Lovely, good, okay, and then next time that knee bends, you're going to bring it into the left-hand side of your body. And then just letting the right knee drop to the right, just so you feel balanced. Lovely, let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale, release, bring the feet back to the mat and maybe just take a little swipe of the knees side to side, side to side. Okay, this next little bit involves having our feet elevated. So you can have them against a wall. If you've got a chair conveniently near you, this could be really nice. Or the elevation actually doesn't need to be that much. It could just be like popping your feet up on some blocks or a bolster even. Either way, gravity is going to help you out. So I'll give you all a minute just to get your feet up somewhere. And wherever you've chosen, relax your feet, relax your knees. And we'll just take the hands just over our shoulders. And just let the elbows be soft, the wrists be relaxed, like kind of like zombies' arms. And just really feel that pull of gravity. The back of your shoulder, back of your hips. Let your knees become soft, your elbows become soft. And then keeping it soft by having the elbows bent, we're going to take the arms all the way overhead to the backs of the hands, find the floor behind you, feeling that opening in the chest, the armpits, breathing here. If anyone's on a bolster, you might grab opposite elbows overhead instead. It might be a bit more comfortable. Beautiful, and you're welcome to stay with your arms like this, or you can just bring them down by your sides or onto your belly, and we're just gonna relax in this posture just for a couple more minutes. If anyone wants a bit more groin opening and you're on a wall or a sofa, you might bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees butterfly out in that reclined position. Just an option though. So really allowing your body to relax, your nervous system to relax, getting into that rest and digest. This is really where our lymphatic system and our immune system repairs itself. Okay, we're going to come into relaxation. So if you are very happy here, you are so welcome to stay here for the rest of the session. But if you're ready to maybe find something a little more neutral, maybe bringing the feet down slowly and getting yourself set up for your relaxation. So if you want to cover over your eyes, if you feel like you've got quite cold, definitely grab your layers. And just give yourself that moment to really feel yourself settle. Feeling your body in contact with the floor. Your clothes covering your skin. Just come back to watching your breath rolling in and out like waves. A gentle flow of water and breath. Easeful, smooth, and without you having to control anything at all. Allowing your beautiful body to rest in stillness with absolutely nothing else to be done now. Nowhere else to be. Will take 2 minutes completely at ease. If you'd like to stay here for longer today, please do just enjoy, rest as much as you can. Otherwise, just starting to invite a more intentional breath in. Longer breaths out. And when you feel ready to, inviting light movement through your fingers and your toes. Maybe dropping the head side to side, massage the back of your head. And when it feels good, maybe taking a full body stretch and a yawn. Well done. Giving yourself a little hug. Maybe bring your knees to your heart. Well done. Move in nice and slow, no rush whatsoever. Coming up to sit however you like. Maybe just keeping the eyes closed just a few moments longer. Just notice any subtle changes within your body. So we've been moving a lot of water around, so it's very common to need to go to the toilet, maybe feel just a little bit nauseous or almost like seasick. It will pass. Lovely, let's take a deep breath in together through the nose. A collective sigh. Beautiful. Let's rub the hands together, make some heat in your hands. And then place your hands over your eyes, feeling that warmth. Then opening your eyes into your palms. Slowly bringing the hands down. And welcoming yourself back into the rest of your day. Thank you so, so much, everyone.